for another Sudoku puzzle. This one is called Death by Smog. It's another Fog of War, which I like because it forces me to use what's just there in these white unshaded cells. And we've got some cages, so those three have to sum to 6. These, at least 2, going there, have to sum to 12. And then we have Kropke rules, so those white dots are consecutive digits. And that's all we know. So with that, 6 and 3 cells. This is 1, 2, 3. That cell has to be at least a 4, right? $12 has to be 5, 6 at a minimum, which would make this 1. If that has 7, then I have to use 3, 4, and then I break this, so 5, 6 goes here. That cell's a 1, and I have my first cage in the grid. Like that. This cell is not 1. If this was 1 or 2, that would break for anything other than 4. Maybe this is 3, that sorts out 2, 1 here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This ends up being 7, 8, 9. $20 here will be at least 3 cells long. If it was only 2, it's 10 plus 10. That clearly doesn't work. So it goes at least to there, but after that, well, it can't go here because of this 9 cage, so it goes there. But actually, after this cell, we don't know. It could go here, it could go there. Okay. 21 in... Could it be 4 cells? I don't think so. Actually, 9831 does work. But they would both have to be there. I don't know if that's allowed. $984 would also get us there, but that seems unlikely because this 4 sees the rest of this row out, and the 21 gauge goes here. So that would have to be a 4 in order for this to be 8, 9. But then you have 4 cells, but only 3 digits among them. One of them has a repeat. That breaks. Therefore, this cage, which goes at least to here, cannot be 984. So it's either 6, 7, 8. Well, if it's 6, 7, 8, then we have the same problem, don't we? Let's see. This would have to be 6, 8, and that's 7. This could also be 8, couldn't it? Now, that gives me a 6, 7, 8, 9 quadruple across row 2. So these cells would then be 1, 2, 3, 5. Assuming that was accurate. That 6, 7, 8 here forces one of those to be a 9. This one, therefore, is not 9. Do I know anything beyond that? 975 actually works also. So this may not be correct. Oh, that's ugly. Whoops. Let's see. 975 would force the 7 here, and this has to be 5-9. What does that mean? I don't know. Well, I have to figure, okay, 17, how many cells is that? If it's 2 cells, and this is 8, 9, if it's 3, it could be a number of things. 9 here, I think is 3 cells. If it was 4 cells, you end up with 5, 2, and double 1. That doesn't work, so that has to be 3 cells, and it goes in that order. Okay, well, actually... Let me draw a purple thing. Delete that line, put this line in. I'm going to end up with a very strangely colored grid. Okay, well, that's a problem. That needs to be orange. Yeah, that line is going to be purple and orange because it shares a cage boundary. Okay, so 9 and 3 cells. That is 5, 3, 1. Which would be 3, 5 in this order. And then the 1 here. Well, that can't be 1 because it sees this. So it can't be 3, 5, 1. It must be 2, 3, 4. The 3, 4 here tells me that cell's a 2. This is now 3, 4 to fill that cage. 17 here makes 8, 9. For that cage. Okay, this cell interacts with this one somehow or another. If it's 8, 7, 6 to make 21, this was 8, this has to be 6, 7, that's 8, and then this is 7, 9, that's 8. If this is 9, then I think this could still go in just about any order, as long as it was 6, 7, 8, because it would not be 9, 7, 5 in that case. Now, 7 here, that's a cage. It looks like it goes in this order, based on that little dash line. 7 and 3 cells has to be 1, 2, 4. And this has to be 1, 2 could be to make the crop get out work. That's a 4. Because this is consecutive. 4 here is 1, 3. If this is 3, then this is either 2 or 4. If it's 1, it can only be a 2. Well, the 4 here tells me that's a 2. This could still be 1 or 3, we just don't know. 16 here, this is 7, 9. Oh, and 16 here, that's 7, 9. That looks up. That tells me the order of the 17 cage in row 4. Now, this can't be 2, and these aren't 9. Okay, I've got 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. So this is 5 or 6. It can't be 1. It sees it there. 6. That's a 1 to finish column 3. 1 plus 5 is 6, and that's too many. So this is 1 plus 6 to make 7. That's a 9. 9 can only be consecutive with 8. Plus 6 plus 1, that tells me 7, 9 here, which tells me 5, 6 there. This now has to be a 7. That's an 8. This is a 9. So 8. This is 8, 7, 6 in this order. Neither of these can be 7. That has to be to make 21 there. Okay, I've got 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, let's see. In these cells. Now, 5 has to go there, and this is 6, because if this was 8, 7 and 9 are already used. So that's 6. This is 5 to make that constraint work out. That means this is 1, 2, 3 here. Let's see, 9 there, we know this is 1, 2, 4. Oh, and the 20 cage from earlier, I now know that's 5 cells long. And wait a minute, I know something else actually. These cells sum to 8 plus 9 plus 1, that's 18. This 20 cage makes 38, that has to be a 7 to make 45. So these cells are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which in fact do make 20. 2, 3, 4 are seen by all 3 of these cells. Those are 5 and 6. These are 2, 3, 4. Down here. That's a 5 to finish column 2. Well, that tells me nothing useful here. This 3, 4, I don't know which way around they go yet. Okay, oh, this 1, 3 looks over to the left. That has to be a 4 because it sees a 1 and a 3. To its right. So this looks like it's 7, 8, 9, doesn't it? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9. These are 5, 7, and 8 to finish row 8. All 3 of them see that cell, which cannot be a 7. That must be a 9. That's 7. Okay, 9 here gets interesting. 5 needs a 4. 7 needs a 2. 8 needs a 1, which we can't have because of this, so that cell can't be 8, because I don't have a 1 to complement it. This is the end of a cage that I don't know the beginning of. Are those and that the same cell? Or the same cage? They might be, but I have to prove that definitively. Now, 2, this could still be 1 or 3, couldn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So 5, 6, 8, 9 are those 2 cells and those 2 cells, but these can't be 8 or 9. This is 5, 6. And the 6 in column 5 looks down. That cell must be a 5 in row 9, column 5. That's 6. This is 7, 8, and I know the order. 8. Wait a minute. Okay. Did I count right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. 5, 6, 8, 9. This is 5, 6. And this is 8, 9. Neither of which we know yet. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Leave 1, 2, 3, and 6 for this cell and these. 1 and 6 have to go there. 5, 7, 8, 9. This cell is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, but it sees 1 and 6. So is 2, 3, 4. None of these can be 2. I get rid of the 1, 6 here. 1, 3, 6 there. 2, 3, 4 here to finish row 9. 1, 3, 6 to finish box 9. That looks left. This cell can't be 3, it's 2. That's a 3. This is not 3 anymore. 2, 4 here. Let's see. 6 plus 3 plus 1, that's 10. So the 9 cell is only here. That's a 1. To make that work, this is 3, 6. 5, 4, and 7, 2. This is still unresolved here, but that can't be 1 anymore. 9 and 3 cells. Do we know definitively that that's 2, 3, 4? It could still be 5, 3, 1, couldn't it? No. If 9 was 5, 3, 1, then those cells both have to be 1, 3, and then I have 3, 1, 3s. That doesn't work. So this is 2, 3, 4. This can't be 2, so is 3, 4. And this is 2, 3, 4 like that. Four, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 5. This can't be 5. That means that's a 5. That tells me the order of the 6, 5, and the 20 cage. Okay. 30, 10 plus 10 plus 10 is still 30, and that doesn't work. And 9, 8, 7 is only 24. That has to be at least 4 cells long. If 30 was a 5-cell cage, eight, 7, 6, 5, 4 could actually work. Annoyingly enough. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's a 1, 2, 3, 4 quad. 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe that's a quad in column 5. Therefore, with the 5 and 6 already here, this is 7 or 8 because it can't be 9. This sees 7 and 8. That is a 9. 8, 9 go here. That's 7. Okay, that cage is now set. I suspected that 6, 7, 8, 9 here was 4 cells long. I just couldn't prove it definitively, and now I know. What are we up to now? We're up to light blue. And these are taken. And it has to go here, and then sharing a line with the red cage and that. Okay, so that, whoops. So, 6, 8 is here, and the 6 in row 5 tells me which way around the 8, 6 goes. 9 here is 5, 3, 1. The 5 would have to be here. And then those cells would both have to be 1, 3 in order to make that work. or it's 2, 3, 4. This tells me nothing useful whatsoever. Okay, what else do I know? Column 5, 4 has to be in one of those two cells. That can't be 4, it must be 3. So 2, 4 here makes this a 1. That 3, which is consecutive with 2, that sorts out, in fact, all of my cages in columns 4 and 5. This has to be a 5. Now that's a 3 and that's a 1. It tells us how we get to 9. That cell's not 1. Wait a minute. Okay. This doesn't... Well, that... If this is 1, 2, 3, that has to be a 4. So, I think I made a mistake. That's 2. This is 3. That still looks right. Oh, this is 2, 3, 4 this way. That can't be 1 because there's not... Or 5, 3, so... 1, 2, 3 here makes this a 4, actually. Now that can't be 5 because that's 9 and that's too many. So this has to be a 2. Therefore, that's a 3. This is 1. Okay, that makes more sense. I can't believe we haven't done all of the grid yet. That doesn't do all of it? Wow. Okay, these two cells are 1 and 4 to finish box 2. These 3 cells are 5, 6, and 8 to finish row 1. So those are 7, 9 to finish box 3. This is a 5, 7, or an 8, and it can't be 5. Well, 4 plus 5 gives me 9 here. So that's a 5 because these can't be, and I now have a 7, 8 pair in column 7. This ends up as 6, 8. Surely I've done everything at this point, other than solve it. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 9 in row 6 leaves 4, 7, and 8 here, and that can't be 4, so it's 7 or 8, which makes this 4. These two cells are 5 and 6, and the 5 in column 8 looks up. And now we've undone all the fog in this grid, so after all that, okay, we're filling in the last two things. They are 1 and 4. No, 1 and 9. That was a little bit ugly, but I got there. I like the fact they made me use every single cage. I had to use this in order to get that piece untangled.